Hello, and once again, welcome to my channel. If you have been in a narcissistic relationship, wondering if the narc will ever come clean and admit all the lies and schemes they have done, if you are living with the hope that one day they will realize what they've done to you, how they've hurt you, how wrong they were, and say a genuine, I am sorry, I hate to tell you, you will be waiting a really long time, and the chances of that happening is close to nil. Why I say it's impossible, although I am a big believer that anything is possible? You know how I've always said in other videos that narcissist is the only exception to every rule? There is a reason I say that. Because almost everything that applies to a normal relationship does not apply when you are dealing with a narcissist. It's unfortunate, but it's the truth. For narcissists to survive in this world, they must fabricate a life and a character that does not exist in actuality. They struggle with accepting themselves as they are, and they can't handle being less than anyone or as good as someone. No, they must be better than everyone else. At least that's what they choose to believe or convince themselves of. That leads to them lying to themselves first, and that's how they portray it. And they're really good at it. They convince themselves of their own lies so that they'll be able to be super convincing when lying to others, bending the facts, stretching the truth in order to fit the narrative that they want to believe. Lying to anyone comes really easy to them. It runs in their blood. It becomes second nature to them that they don't have to think about it. And it doesn't matter if it was necessary to lie or not, they just do. And they are so convinced that they're not lying. That's the crazy part. They don't even see it. Narcissists master self-deception as a survival mechanism. They live in their own world. It's usually a fantasy world where all the things they dream of is indeed just a step away. They hate to remember the past, so they block it out. It's too confusing for them. What will they remember? Their version of the truth or the actual truth that probably by now got lost in translation anyway because they have been repeating their version to the point that it has overridden the original version. They don't know how to live in the present because they are never happy or appreciating of anything. And they're always inside their heads thinking of their next move, the next step that they must take to get to the dream that they want to attain. So they are constantly thinking of the future. The future never comes, of course, because they are forcing things to happen. It backfires. And we all know how that works for any of us. If we try to force something, we end up losing everything. So for the narcissist, there is no future, there is no present, and there's no past. What is the narcissist left with other than his web of lies, fake life, fake image? Nothing. That's why they will never confront themselves with the truth. It's too painful, too difficult to face. It might just be their ending. That's in the case of them having a narcissistic collapse. If they've lost their supply with no backup and they were hit with the biggest narcissistic injury. Maybe people started to see through their mask and everything they've worked hard for, that fake image, is now lost. So, my dear, I wouldn't waste my time even pondering on that thought. If the narcissist will ever come clean, if they will admit the lies and deceit, if they will ever apologize and mean it, they can't mean it. I read a quote once that said, an apology is only good as the actions you put behind it. I'm not sure who wrote that, but it wasn't me. Since narcissists are not going to change, we know that. This means that even if they were to apologize, it has no meaning whatsoever. Their apology is simply more manipulation and another tactic for them to continue their bad behavior, fooling you into believing that they're trying to change, but they aren't. It's just words. I hope you're alert enough to see through the narcissist's lies. And I hope you focus on healing yourself now that you've left, if you have left, more than looking for closure. I've said this before, closure is something you give to yourself. If you keep on waiting on getting that closure from the narcissist, you're never going to move on. And perhaps I will cover this topic of closure in a future episode. So stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe, share, and comment if you wish. And until next time, take care of yourself. Ciao, ciao. I hope you liked this video. Please do hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram and on Facebook. Thank you for watching.